Welcome back to the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast. I'm Don. This fellow over here, he be Rick.
How you doing?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. A little tired, busy day at work, but you know, I'm up for a really good podcast and discussion with you, and hopefully, it takes us to greater places.
All right.
That took a lot out of me. I gotta relax now. You start off.
Yeah, you can just calm it down a bit. Okay, so I'm looking at things, and I'm telling you, it wasn't supposed to be this way. I guess they're your Maple Leafs. Supposed to just
I
hire a GM quietly off to the side, mind their own business, do their own thing, but no. They got to hire Captain Scandal and piss off everybody. I don't know what's going on over there. We'll talk about that, and we're going to talk about the performance or lack thereof of Canadian teams in the playoffs, and we'll do that right after this. Rise up! Rise up! Game time! All right, Ricky.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this Maple Leaf GM situation.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to hand it over to you. Not quite sure why they hired a guy with so much controversy. I guess because Pete Rose was dead, so they couldn't get him. But let's see what you have.
Well, how can I top that analysis right there? But I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah, I agree. I have no idea why they hired this guy. Number one, I mean, put all the scandal stuff aside. What did he do for Arizona? He did nothing. He did nothing except cause controversy and get their names in the news and the sports for absolutely the wrong reasons. I think Steve Simmons said it best. When you talk to 20 people of very reputable sports people, and 19 of them say that it's a sham, he's a sham, a con artist, and only one out of 20 gives a positive feedback on the guy. That should tell you something right there. Not to mention they're bringing in Matt Sundin. Yeah, a Leaf great, former captain. No experience at all in the front office or anything. And now they've been given the gift of the first draft pick in the first round of the draft. And people are wondering. The talk today was, what are they going to do with it? Are they going to go with McKenna? Are they going to go with somebody with a little bit more experience, like an Ivar Stenberg, who has experience playing against NHL and is an overall better player? Or are they going to maybe surprise somebody and maybe go for a defenseman, which they're greatly lacking? Or will they surprise everybody and trade the pick to get something that's going to help them now, because they're saying that McKenna is only 18. There's a good chance he's going to go back to college. They're looking forward to the World Championship so they can look at Stenberg to see what he does in there and to see if he is truly ready. A lot of questions. I just don't think they have the right people to do the job. I think it's going to be the draft should be interesting. The moves they make should be interesting. It's going to be an interesting year. Really, I think another hard year to be a Leaf fan. What do you think?
Well, first of all, as for his accomplishments in Arizona, gotta say, no one really accomplished anything in Arizona, so I'm not gonna.
That's true.
But he did cost them a first-round, second-round draft pick. That's not helping a team that was struggling that badly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I saw the clip where Matt Sundin was there when the Leafs got the first pick overall.
Yeah.
It just me, or did he have this evil, sinister look on his face, like he knew it was coming? Like,
yeah, which adds to the thing of, was this all rigged?
Yeah.
Like he was just waiting for that to come.
Just the look on his face. As for getting the first round pick overall, don't forget who was the last one who received that. That was Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
And he had one good year out of the how many he's been here, 10 now.
Yeah.
And
He had
he's
the year where he got
69 goals,
69 goals. Yeah.
and he's apparently trade bait now. And I remember it was between him and Jack Eichel, and I can say that one of those two has a Stanley Cup ring, and it's not Matthews. So
Yeah.
I don't really know what they're going to do with that pick. You know, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a Leafs fan. I don't give a shit what they do with that first pick. Like, who cares? It's not going to work out for them anyways. It's almost like they're. I don't want to say that they're a cursed team, but they're lazy as shit. I'll tell you that much. Um,
They got no get up and go. They got no, listen, we're going to do this. And if you don't like it too bad, with Matthews, they have to deal with him right now. They can't wait around. He's got to go in there. The GM has got to go in there and says, okay, what's going to go on? Do you want to stay or do you want to go? I don't want no long drawn out story of, well, let's see, I want to blah blah blah. No, Austin, we need to know, and I want to answer right now. Do you want to stay here or do you want to go somewhere else? Because if you want to go somewhere else, we'll make it happen. And get that out of the way because it's a big talk right now. If you've been looking at the sports stations and YouTube and other places, they're all saying about the possibility of him wanting to go. You know how I feel about that when it comes to him and his little Swedish counterpart there. I think both of them should go. I wouldn't be sad if both of them got left, but they got to do something because they can't keep this thing going on and on and on, and not knowing what his intentions are going to be down the road. They can't have that happen. So I don't know.
all right, I'm going to disagree with you a bit because that's what I usually do.
Yeah, well, that's good though.
I don't think they should ask him. I think just get him gone. I wouldn't even give him a choice. Right now,
Yeah,
the only thing that can step in the way of that is if he has a no trade clause. But I don't think he wants to stay anyways. But
no, he doesn't.
what I want to know is, if you don't agree with their GM choice, who would you think they should have picked up instead?
I I was really hoping they would have went for somebody like a Mark Hunter or possibly a Chris Pronger. I know they don't have experience and stuff, but Mark Hunter has a good reputation of having a good repertoire with young players and working with young players and getting the best potential out of them. Um, Chris Pronger because he's a good hockey mind. He's a good hockey brain. Now, does that translate into a good GM? Who knows? I mean, but either one of those two, I feel in my mind, would have been better than the one they've got now.
Right. Well,
You have
yeah.
any ideas?
I think anybody would have been better than who they have now. Again, I don't agree with former athletes in the game being made GMs or presidents of the organization or stuff like that, uh,
Mm,
because just because they played, that doesn't make them qualified for it. Um, I would like to see, like, I don't think Hunter or Pronger would be a bad choice. I know Pronger's got some head office experience. I don't think as a GM, but
no, no.
I don't like to see them start as a GM in the NHL. Put him in the OHL, AHL, get some general manager experience, bring him up because
What
very
do you think of
seldom.
putting one of them in a position that Sundin's in?
No,
Especially a
no,
Chris Pronger, who's already got
no,
office
no,
experience.
no. I
No?
think I think you hire someone who's has the education for that, who has some experience, like
Hmm.
in that position. I like Pronger, I like Hunter, but I don't know why they think that ex-athletes from that sport will automatically qualify because it doesn't. It, more often than not, doesn't pan out,
Hmm.
and it happens in baseball, football, everything else. I think you bring in the best guy for the job, not the most popular guy who you think the fan base is going to like.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. You
Right?
make sense with that one. Yeah. But who was out there that they could get though? I mean, that's the
Well,
thing.
see now that I don't know because I haven't been doing research on it because I don't give a shit about the Maple Leafs. If it was the Rangers, I'd give you a bunch of names. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's get off of that now because
Okay.
it's
We've
just
said what we have to say about that.
yeah. So we're supposed to be the hockey nation.
Hmm.
I kind of lost in the Olympics. We did win in the Four Nations, which was good. In the playoffs, like 3 teams in this year, that's embarrassing for us. 3 teams
Yeah.
from 16 teams make it.
Hmm.
Ottawa, really? 4-game sweep? Like,
Hmm.
that just proves you shouldn't have been there. Um,
Hmm.
and that's all I have to say about Ottawa. What do you got for Ottawa?
Ottawa, the games looked closer than they probably were. I really didn't pay too much attention to the series, to be totally honest. I did read up and check highlights and read the and listen to what the panel said about the games. Uh, Carolina just was a better team. Uh, they had better goaltending, uh, overall play. They just played better and deserved to win. It's a shame because Ottawa had such a good finish there at the end just to get where they got to, and it looks like maybe they had nothing left by the time the most important thing happened was the first round of the playoffs. All that hard work they did to get there, and then they had nothing left, or maybe they just came into it up. Like I said earlier, maybe they just came up against a team who was better. I mean, I don't know.
Okay,
Honestly, I don't know.
okay. We're not getting to Edmonton
Edmonton
yet.
was another
We're not
one
getting to
that that
Edmonton yet. We're
that,
still
that
on
fooled
Ottawa.
me too.
Okay,
No,
now,
I'm just saying ahead of time. Edmonton was another one who fooled me. So I
well,
don't
we're
know.
getting to Edmonton. Relax. Okay.
I have nothing else to say about Ottawa.
Well, I'm just going to say one more thing, and then we're going to go to Edmonton. Okay?
Okay.
We're going to jump on a
Okay.
plane, get to Edmonton, stay there for half an hour because I
I've
hate
never
that
been to
city,
Edmonton.
and get.
I want
Oh,
to go.
you don't want to go. Anyways, so you're talking about, well, they were in some close games, stuff like that. Again, I got to say, I don't give a shit about that. The final
Okay.
score is what counts. If you go back to the Olympics, Canada totally outplayed America in that game.
They did.
Totally outplayed
They
it
did.
and lost. Who won the gold? Did Canada win the gold? They
No.
outplayed him? Doesn't matter. What matters is the final score. So stop
Yeah.
this horse shit about, well, they played good, they were close. No. You lost. You
No.
lost. You're gone. 4-game sweep. See you next year. Maybe.
I never said they played good. I said they had nothing left by the time they got there.
No, you said some of the games were close. Stop it. I'll play it back to you. Anyways.
As far as score goes, what does that say about maybe
Okay, you know
the
what?
goalie
You
was
know what?
good for
You know
Ottawa?
what? Okay, we're off Ottawa now. We're off Ottawa.
Can we go to Edmonton now?
We're flying to Edmonton.
Okay. You start off with Edmonton.
Flying to Edmonton with all of its one-way streets that go nowhere. Okay,
Okay.
Edmonton. I gotta tell you guys, like I've been saying this for years, get a goalie. Get a goalie. You had Stuart Skinner, who cost you 2 Stanley Cups. With that guy in goal, you got to a Game 7 and Game 6. Okay?
Uh-huh.
That screams volumes because that guy's a bum. And he was so bad that he ended up being a perfect fit for Pittsburgh. Now, these 2 guys who you had this year, I don't even know their names. I don't care. They cost them the
Yard.
playoffs against Anaheim, and I'm in the first round. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to help you guys out because that's what I do. I give information, I help people, and here we go. There's
You
4
irritate
goalies.
people sometimes, though, too. You irritate sometimes. You irritate me sometimes.
You're irritating me right now. There's 4 goalies that you have potential to grab a hold of. So let's have a look at
Yeah.
them in order. You got Sergei Bobrovsky. Too old. Kept Florida out of the playoffs this year. Gone. You got Frederick Anderson, who's for Carolina. He's a free agent. I don't know if they're going to re-sign him. Jump all over that guy. You get him, you're winning the cup. Another one is that Peter. What's his name?
And Starts with an M, man.
Peter McCarr, something like that. He's in Detroit. He's a free agent. He's available. He'll get you there. But I want you to revisit the olden days. A guy who was unstoppable when he played for the Rangers. He was a backup goalie. They couldn't beat this guy. He had one stint in Edmonton. Didn't do too well, but Edmonton didn't have the team they have now. You jump all over Cam Talbot. You're going to get the guy cheap. He can get you to a cup. All right, Richard, your turn.
I just think they got beat by a team. First of all, let me say Draisaitl wasn't playing at 100%. Neither was McDavid. No excuse because they had other players of high quality that should have picked up the slack. I honestly think Anaheim was just hungrier, younger team and hungrier. That's it, and they didn't have as many injuries. So, I mean, I don't know what happened. I mean, really, when you think about it, Edmonton didn't have a great season. They were fighting there almost to near the end to get into the position. I mean, they weren't a sure thing this year. They had streaks where they lost a lot of games they should have won, and they won a couple of games they should have lost. So I mean, I don't know. I just think they just, like I said, I think they just came up against a team in the first round that was a little younger, a little bit healthier, and a little bit more hungrier. That's all.
Well, I know they didn't have a strong season. I know they had a terrible playoffs. And it all comes down to one word: goaltending. Their goaltending let them down during the season. These guys are no good. They let them down colossal in the playoffs.
Okay.
Get a goalie, or you're never going to win a cup. And I don't know why Connor McDavid signed a 2-year deal last season. I would have signed a 1-year deal and become a free agent this year to see what Edmonton was doing, because he knows that they need a goalie, and I would go somewhere else. But he's locked in for another year. So, and it's only $15 million a year. Like, what the hell is that? Anyways, or $12 million a year, something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. Now we go to Montreal. This pains me. This pains me like you guys would never know. Because the only team I hate more than Pittsburgh in the NHL is Montreal. And I'm finding myself cheering for them now. I watched some of the stuff against Tampa Bay. Pretty feisty little guys in there.
Yeah, they are.
Behind,
they got some grit.
Come back, scoring some goals. Good goaltending. They lost the first game to Buffalo last night. They lost the first game to Buffalo last night. I don't think that's a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal at all. I think a team who goes into Game 7 against Tampa Bay, in Tampa Bay, gets 9 shots on goal and wins. Well,
yeah.
That's I was about to say, I've never seen that before, and that's because that was the first time in history. What do you think?
Well, there you go. Well, their goaltender was fantastic. I first noticed him not this season, but last season when they first game against the Leafs in the first game of the regular season at the old Scotiabank Arena. He shut them out and he played awesome. And they said right back then, this is their goalie that they're going with, and they've got all the confidence in the world. Going out 2 seasons, playoffs, and they only get 9 shots. Tampa Bay got how many?
26.
26. And I watched that game. He made some pretty awesome saves. That guy is fast and he's flexible and he's good. They lost the first game last night, like you said. But you know what? I still think that series is going to go 7 games, and I think you're going to see a more improved Montreal team in Game 2. I think that's going to go 7 games. That's going to be a great series.
Well, even if they lose Game 2, once they get back to Montreal, those fans are insane. Holy cow!
Yeah,
that's just.
Well, they've been waiting for this a long time. They've waited. and had to go through a lot of stuff to get to this place. So yeah, they're going to be extraordinarily loud.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm hoping. I don't know if they're going to win the cup. Hoping they get a little further. Last year they got knocked out in the first round, so they're already doing better than that. But you know what? Just got to say this to the Canadian teams.
Mm-hmm.
Comes to the playoffs.
Yeah, you got to stick with
when
it.
It comes to the
we
playoffs,
want the cup to come back,
right?
Yeah, we want the cup to
come back.
Better.
Okay, we had 3 teams in there last year that are not in here this year. That's shameful. Like, we're the country. We claim to be the country. Let's get this shit done.
Yeah.
Well, Richard.
Yes.
Also can't help notice, although it's being partially cut off now. You got on your Turnbuckle Time Machine shirt there.
I do.
Well,
our second channel that I'm proud to say is coming along. It's doing quite well. If you guys haven't checked out any of our videos on that station, I know Donnie put the link to that our second channel there. Go see if you're any type of a wrestling fan. You'll enjoy the channels and you'll enjoy the videos we put out so far. And the best is yet to come. We've got some really good subjects coming up down the road. We're not going to ruin it for you and ruin the surprise, but just let you know that we're putting our heart and soul into this, because even though we love this sports channel and we love talking sports and everything, wrestling is our passion. Wrestling is everything to us. And if you watch the videos, you will see that. And we hope you enjoy it, and at least come over and give it a shot, give it a chance. If you do like what you see, subscribe and do all the stuff that you're supposed to do, and we'd be happy with that.
Right on.
So there, I've said what I have to say.
Nice. Okay, so yes, that's Turnbuckle Time Machine. Right now we're doing 2 episodes a week. We may increase that. I'm not quite sure. Got to check on the schedules. One is about current wrestling stuff, and the other stuff is throwback. So it's going to be a little something for everybody. I will put the link in the description if you're interested. Stop by, check it out. As for now, we be done.
We gone.
So, as Rick was saying for the other channel, same thing for this one. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, ding, 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 ding. Like,
and some comments too.
Subscribe, just do the whole thing. We're here, minding our own business. And
do the whole shit and shaboodle. Get it all done at one time.
And we like you guys to do the same thing. Yep. All right, young Richard, that's it for today. I will see you. Actually, I think we're doing an episode of Turnbuckle on Saturday, so take it easy.
Yes. Okay, my friend. Take care, guys.
Bye.